Hey guys, I've got Selena here. For those of you that haven't heard, Patrick was arrested today, um, and it's totally stupid. I've called the sheriff's department out there and asked them what he was being charged with, and they told me they didn't know, that they were going to see a judge in the morning and figure it out then. So, when I told the sheriff, I said, that's not how this works. And he said, in my county, that's how it works. So, all right. So Selena's here. She's going to tell you what happened, and I'll give you a few more details as we go along. But go ahead, Selena.
Okay, so as many of you guys know, we were driving through to get to Louisiana to meet up with Extra Good Citizen. Patrick wanted to stop here in, well, not here now, but he wanted to stop in Cameron, Texas, which is in Milan. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Milam
County, to do an audit. He originally wanted to audit the courthouse, but there was no one at the courthouse. It looked like it was actually closed, and he noticed the tax office across the street. So we parked at the tax office, and he went in to do an audit. He was only in there maybe 2 minutes max before he came out and stepped on the sidewalk. At that point, you can hear sirens. About 7 sheriff's deputies show up, and shortly after they arrive, the sheriff himself shows up, walks up to Patrick, and that's when I see that he yanks Patrick's gimbal out of his hands. And at that point is when I get out of the car and start filming on my phone. And I walk up to the situation where they won't let me approach Patrick. They stop me about a few feet from him, and they're saying that he is trespassing. It was the original thing that they said, was that he was trespassing. The sheriff still has his gimbal. He walks inside the county office, I'm assuming to talk to the females there or whatever had happened, because they told me that the panic button was pushed. And a few minutes later, he comes back out. I ask him if he can give me Patrick's stuff back, because he shouldn't have took it in the first place. And he tells me, or he doesn't tell me, but he tells Patrick to turn around and that he's being arrested for causing a disturbance.
Okay.
So that's the gist of it.
And did he say anything about he went through the phone? I know the phone was unlocked if it was in the gimbal.
Yes, he did say, yeah, it was unlocked because he took it and Patrick was still videoing. He said he reviewed the video, is what he said.
Which would be a Fourth Amendment violation. All right, but let's see now. What in the state of Texas do you have to do to get charged with disorderly conduct, which is creating a disturbance? And that is, a person commits an offense. This is Chapter 42, specifically Section 42.01 of the Texas Penal Code. If he intentionally or knowingly uses abusive, indecent, profane, or vulgar language in a place that is public, which I know Patrick didn't do that, makes an offensive gesture, doubt it, creates by chemical means a noxious and unreasonable odor. Well, we know Patrick smells funny, but that's not...
I don't think he put deodorant on today. Does that
count? Abuses or threatens a person in a public space in a obviously offensive manner. Patrick doesn't do that. It just goes on, just charging firearms and, stuff about peeping in people's windows, excessive noise, things of that sort. But there is nothing here about just walking in somewhere and videoing. As a matter of fact, there's a section here about defense when conduct consists of speech or other expression, meaning constitutionally protected expression. Okay, which this would apply because he's engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. As for the trespass, Patrick knows that if they say get, when he's on private property, if they say get, he's got to get. He knows that, and he follows that. So I don't believe, that he was given the opportunity to leave and failed to comply.
I don't know whether they asked him to leave or not, but I know he was only in there for a minute or so and then back outside. So I'm assuming if they did say hey, you got to leave. He left.
He knows to leave if they do that. So I believe I'm pretty sure that it's just a contempt of cop arrest. They're pissed off because they had to get out of their cushy offices and actually go do something. Milam County's bad. I didn't realize how bad until I called and spoke with the department there and the sheriff. And
have you seen the live stream yet?
I have not.
Can you pull that up? Because that'll catch the beginning of it. Catches the very tail end of when they're taking it.
Your live stream on your channel?
Yeah, on Patrick's channel. I went live on his channel as soon as my internet would allow, and that was right as they were hauling him off.
Let me see if I can get that here.
To do?
Okay.
For creating what disturbance? By how? By what?
All right. You're free to go, man.
I'm free to stay also. It's a public sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk.
We're investigating this. You need to go.
Okay.
You need to go. Call David.
I will.
Is your computer skipping it, or is that just the way it is?
No, that's where it starts.
Are you serious?
Milam County Sheriff. He's telling me I have to leave.
Yeah, see, it took so long for the live stream to even come up. This where I was is in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Okay, well, how am I gonna leave? How am I gonna leave if he's blocking my car? Thank you.
Man, I need to go to Milam County.
That was the charge?
Yeah, they're not very nice.
Okay.
It looks so skippy.
I'm more than happy to
He can't tell you to leave a public sidewalk. Dude, what a bunch of tyrants. They can't make you leave a public sidewalk. He told you to leave. You got no business here. It's a public sidewalk.
I know. Did you hear me? I was like, I'm on the sidewalk.
It's a public sidewalk. Oh, my gosh.
But Patrick was like, just leave, Selena, just leave.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't want you to get arrested, and I understand, but man, and so this sheriff takes Patrick's cell phone, searches it without a warrant, and then uses what he believes he found on the cell phone to effect an arrest for disorderly conduct, which we've already looked at the law and it does not apply. I don't know. I tried calling the district attorney's office, and there's nobody in. I tried calling the county judge, nobody in. So I called the sheriff and made no headway there. So I'm not saying anybody should call the Milam County Sheriff's Department. I think that it's the weekend. There's not going to be anybody there. I would wait for like Monday, but let's see what they're going to do with Patrick. So what are you doing for the night? You got enough money for a hotel room?
Not at this moment.
So Patrick's got the debit card still, so you just got a little bit that was on yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have Patrick's wallet.
But he's got the debit card in his pocket?
Yeah, he's got the debit card with him.
All right. So you need some cash? To get a hotel room and stuff. All right, I'll post your PayPal link. To text me your PayPal link. Text me your PayPal.
I've texted it to you. Do you still have it, or do you need?
I don't still have it, but text it to me again, and I'll put it in the description. And let me look at what I've got for money, and I'll send you a little bit to help out too. And I'm sure subscribers will send you a little bit too. Is there anything else that you need? Anything else you can think of we need to know?
Just the only other thing is what you told me earlier, that they haven't charged him with anything.
Yeah, I called them and they're just like, well, we don't know what we're charging him with. We'll figure it out when we talk to the judge in the morning. No, that is not how this works.
How do you arrest someone? Yeah, how do you arrest someone and not know what you're charging?
I'm just going to arrest you and I'll figure it out later. But we've seen that before. So, okay, Selena, text me your, what you call it. Oh, I'm going to let you know the Manson Merv cult is already jumping into live streams and stuff, and they're spreading the lie that Patrick was beating you, and that's what he got arrested for. Was he beating you, Selena?
I have a little bit of B-roll on my phone that I will get up. So
I got you. I got you. It's
they
always,
try so hard.
They try so hard to disrupt everything, and
yeah, so hard.
They're idiots. They're idiots, and you can believe they were on the phone calling Milam County. You know, as soon as they realized this was
They were
happening.
in the
Yeah.
live stream too.
Oh yeah, of course. I have no tolerance for them. I just ban them. I just block them. I just block them. That's it. Oh, but what about our free speech? You don't have free speech when you come into my house. You don't have free speech when you come into my house. Free speech is out there on the sidewalk. You want to stand out on the sidewalk, you get all the free speech you want. But you do not come into my house talking smack. That ain't how it works. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, Selena, and
Okay.
we'll do an update in the morning and let everybody know what happens with Patrick and the judge. I personally, I mean, if the judge is doing his job, he'll kick this right away, you know. But then when the sheriff says, "Oh, we'll get with the judge in the morning and figure it out," not the DA. We're not going to get with the DA and figure it out. We're going to get with the judge.
We'll give it the judge.
Okay, that does not give me a lot of hope for
Me neither.
transparency there. So, all right, then we're gonna wrap this up and get it posted, and we'll see what we can do for you. Say goodbye to everybody. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Wave. You gotta
Bye,
wave.
everyone.
You gotta wave. That's it, guys. Hey, anybody wants to donate? I'll put Selena's PayPal link in the description. You know, hook a sister up.